Okay, as you can see, I have the Ace of Hearts through the King of Hearts in order. Okay, and we're going to be sure to utterly destroy that. So if you were here, you could mix these cards to your heart's content. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I think those cards are sufficiently well mixed, don't you? Okay, and now at this point, what we're going to do is I'm going to Klondike. Have you heard of the Klondike shuffle before? This is where you take the top and bottom cards off as one. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this until you say stop. Stop right there. Okay. Okay, when we do that again. So you can tell me stop at any point. I'm just going to, if you want me to go more slowly. Stop there. Okay. And why don't we do a third, well, begin a third one. You're going to tell me to stop ever? No. Stop right there. Okay. And maybe one more. Stop there. Okay. Very good. Well, I think you would have to agree that really no one could know anything about these cards. And so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to deal out the cards kind of randomly into little pairs. Now, of course, we'll have a single card here, right, because there was an odd number. So what I'll do here is I'll just kind of randomly pick these up. In fact, you can tell me how to pick these up. So you want this one next, the single one, top one, and the bottom one. Okay, very good. Now, at this point, I'm going to come over here and choose a prediction card. So I'll leave these cards in plain sight here. So I'll go off the camera view here just for a second. And I'll put out a card that I think is a good prediction card for what's going to magically happen here. Okay, and so to finish, what we're going to do is we're going to use a very special mantra. It's called truth, lie, repeated. Okay, so truth, lie, truth, lie, truth, lie, truth, lie, truth, lie, truth, lie, truth. Truth, lie, truth, lie, truth, lie, truth, lie, truth. Okay. Well, let's find out what the truth is here. Now, I made a prediction as to what the outcome of all of these random choices would be, and choices that you made, quite honestly. So what was my prediction? The Nine of Hearts. Well, I don't have a very good chance of this being true by chance alone, but let's see how I did. Oh, check that out. We nailed it. I nailed it, okay? So despite all your efforts to just randomize these cards, I was able to see the future, that your choices would lead us to exactly this outcome. Whoa, how in the world did I do that? Okay, so how is this done? Well, let me just show you. It's quite simple to do. So you begin with ace through king of any suit, I guess. In fact, in some ways, you wouldn't have to have the same suit, honestly. And in some ways, you don't even have to have ordered cards. 13 cards is all you really need for this. Okay, but I thought it'd be nice to choose ones of the, aesthetically ones of the same suit. So what I thought was nice is you begin with them kind of orderly like this, which, immediately kind of makes people a little suspicious. It's like, okay, well, that's a nice, clean, orderly arrangement of the cards, and then you turn around and you just destroy everything and let the spectator get in there and just mix them as much as they would like. Okay, and this is all true. Okay, and then you gather them. Whoop, sorry about that. Keep mixing. You gather them. Now, there's a few ways to perform the next sneaky step. So one way is, as you're gathering these up without making it a big deal, in fact, have it kind of angled down a bit. From my angle, I can see that that's the Seven of Hearts. Okay, so one way would be just to kind of have them angled towards you and then immediately, have them turn face down. And the key is to not look at the cards directly, kind of look over them, and through your peripheral vision, you can see a Seven of Hearts there. Okay, so that would be one way to do it. Another way would be, as you're picking up the cards and kind of squaring them up, you can just very quickly tap them on the table as if you're squaring them up. You're just tidying things up. And I can easily, you can't see it, but okay, this is what the cards look like, to you from the camera view. But let me show you what they look like from my view. They look like that. So it's really easy to see the 7 of hearts over here. It really, really is. So you just tap it, don't stare at that for very long. Just kind of have your eyes go over it and catch it. So the only bit of information you need to know is the 7 of hearts at the bottom of this mixed packet. Okay, then everything else is self-working. So what I did was I said, well, to mix the cards, let's go ahead and perform what's called a Klondike shuffle. This is where you take the top and bottom cards off as one. Now this shuffle does a good job mixing the cards except for the bottommost card. The bottommost card is a fixed point. Doesn't go anywhere relative to the Klondike shuffle because it's the first card pulled off and set facing the table, right? And then I made a game of it and said, you tell me when to stop. Stop there, okay? Now, it doesn't actually matter. The moment you put out that first, even if they say, stop, don't even deal anymore, you're still where you need to be. Or even if you just deal one pair to the table and they say, stop, set those on top, you haven't heard anything. So you can do this as many times as you like. Maybe they say stop, drop those on top, and then maybe one more time. And here maybe they want you to put out more of them, and eventually they say stop and then put the remaining 3 on top. Okay. Now, any spectator watching that who is not aware of that key property of Klondike shuffles is just not going to believe that the cards are in any particular order. And that is actually true except for the bottommost card being a fixed point. Okay. So the bottommost card is the one that we will reveal at the end, okay? And so what I did was I set this down. Do you remember I set this down? And I said, okay, let me just grab a little prediction over here from this deck. And so for ease, I already had the hearts at the top, right, of the deck, just so it doesn't take me, a long time to get a prediction card, okay? So you have your prediction card right there, like that. And I'm realizing that I still have, I'm not to the prediction card stage here. we have one more step. Sorry about that. Okay, so we have the special card at the bottom. Okay, so you just need to make note of where that pair is, where the pair is that has the 7 of hearts at the bottom. So I just put it upper left corner just to remind me. These others, you can just kind of randomly distribute those if you like. Doesn't matter. And you'll have a single card, right? Now, what you need to do, it's fairly simple to do. You need to pick up any one of the pairs except for this one. So you need a random, but not this pair, picked up first. And now you pick up this one. Okay? So you pick up any of the other pairs, not the single, but a pair. Now put your special pair on top, and the rest, it doesn't matter how they're stacked. You can put the single there, pair, 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 and then a pair here. So what it's done is it's a very sneaky way of putting the 7 of hearts in the lone survivor position for the under-down shuffle. Okay, so it's where it needs to be, okay, for this to work. And then it's this point that you grab your cards that you had off, and then I just need to pull out. I had the hearts at the top of the deck for ease. Okay, so I just pull off the 7 there, and this is going to be my little prediction of the end result of this special truth-lie dealing that we're going to do. And so you say, okay, well, I'm going to use a very special phrase. It's called truth-lie. Okay, so here we go. Truth, lie, truth, lie, truth, lie, truth, lie. Truth, lie, truth, lie, truth, lie, truth, lie, truth. So emphasize the fact that you finish on truth. Okay, so it kind of gives some credibility to the possibility that you've actually predicted, the card. And then you can show your prediction card. And then you can reveal that, yes, indeed, you saw the future. The 7 of hearts is the lone survivor for that truth, lie, crazy elimination procedure for the cards. Okay, so anyway, that's how it works. So thank you for watching, and take a look at other videos on the Absolute Math Magic channel.